So Edison was a nice alternative, but finding those people and getting it to market was expensive. Trader Joe's loved it. That was my biggest account. And they sold it nationally for me, people. So that kind of kept me going, but the margins were really slim.
Were you marketing it as like a healthy product?
No. And that's really illegal to do.
Is it?
Yeah, for any alcohol, yeah. So
how do they do it for White Claw then?
they don't. They can put gluten-free on there.
Bigelow just does calories, right?
That's
about all they can do.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't say like the freshest alcohol. You can't do something like
You
that.
can say fresh. Fresh isn't really health. It's like, so this is a good lead into my next brand. So I kept Edison going, and it was bumping along. But I started thinking about, well, what's next? What are people drinking? And it was really, they were drinking Starbucks. Keep in mind, this is in like 2003.
It's that OG Starbucks, that early.
Starbucks, Red Bull, and even Mountain Dew, that Code Red stuff was just a rocket ship in a very, mature state category of soda. Code Red was flying.
I remember that.
And so I actually called Dr. Oates, who's the man who invented light beer, was my partner in the business that I named Edison after. Oh, Edison's a better name than Oates. I think he would agree with me there. And I said, Joe, can you make me a beer with caffeine? And he hung up on me.
Did he?
He did.
He
was 80 at this point. He was like, fuck.
I'm tired.
I called him back, and I took him through the business reasons about what's hot right now in beverages. And it was $100 billion of beer consumed in the United States every year. And today there's about $115 billion every year of beer consumed in the U.S. But if you wanted to pick me up as a beer drinker, you had to leave beer and go to Red Bull and vodka or Jack and Coke or coffee drinks. So this solved that problem.
Made sense.
Made a lot of sense. And I called it Moonshot.
I like that.
And there were 69 milligrams of caffeine, which is less than a cup of like Folgers coffee.
No, I thought a regular cup of coffee was 50 milligrams.
80 or more.
Oh,
It
really?
depends who's making it.
So when you drank the Moonshot, did you get like fired up?
Well, it was only 5% alcohol by volume, and it had 69 milligrams of caffeine. So it tasted like beer because caffeine is odorless and tasteless. So it looked like beer, tasted like beer. It was beer. You just could feel it, like a cup of coffee sort of wakes you up in the morning. You kind of feel it behind your eyes. That's where I would feel Moonshot. It just made me feel good. And I launched it on a credit card. I just needed to get it out there. And, I struggled and hustled and struggled and hustled for years. And just as it was ready to go, 7-Eleven gave me 800 stores throughout the country.
Oh, no way.
I had to go get that set up in Virginia and Texas and Florida and all the, big states. And they were giving me 2 facings in the cold box. I was all excited.
What does that mean?
They were giving me 2 positions in the cold box that I could sell my product through. And it would sell because it was going to be the only caffeinated real beer in a can. But that's when, anyway, Four Loko ended up getting us all shut down. So they took the process of adding caffeine to beer and ale, which Dr. Oates and I created, and they used it.
Oh.
And
were people very receptive to the idea of Moonshot? Because I could imagine so many people being like, dude, I'm so tired at the bar. Oh, shoot, let me get drunk and also get a little hyped up.
Yeah, it was cool, and it tasted good. But I didn't have the resources and, all the things that go into having all the pieces that you need to be very successful.